Welcome back to the Power and the Glory. Today's scripture is taken from the book of Isaiah, chapter 43, verse 2. Before I get into the scripture, please like, share, and subscribe. It does make a huge difference to the Google algorithm. And thank you to my existing subscribers for your ongoing support. I really do appreciate it. So I'll read the scripture now. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers, they shall not overwhelm you. When you walk through fire, you shall not be burnt, and the flame shall not consume you. So there's some pretty powerful imagery used here, metaphors, and the first of which are waters and rivers. These represent troubles and challenges that feel overwhelming, like drowning or being swept away. And the second is fire. This symbolizes painful and destructive trials, such as oppression or hardship. Now, the great news is that God will be with us within those trials. So the core promise is that God will be present with you in any of these challenges and situations that are testing. He does not guarantee an absence of hardship. You will feel the burn, but he assures you you will not face these challenges alone. So let's now go to the scripture itself. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers, they shall not overflow you. So at risk of going over this again, this part of the scripture reassures you that even if you are confronted with overwhelming circumstances, the presence of God here will prevent you from being completely swamped or destroyed by the challenge or situation you face. Now, moving on to the fire component, when you walk through the fire, you will not be burned, nor shall the flame scorch you. So the promise is that the fire will not consume you. And we can probably see the reference here to the fiery trials of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who were protected in the fiery furnace in the book of Daniel. We remember that seen within the fire that didn't harm them was the comforting presence of Jesus, known as the fourth man in the fire. So it's all about enduring the fire and emerging stronger. The reference is to walking through fire and not being scorched. Speaks to the most intense adversities that test our faith, resilience, and very spirit. To walk through fire and not be burnt is to emerge from trials, not only intact and refined, but purified by challenges and bolstered by faith. So here the scripture reassures us that the flame will not consume us, symbolizing God's protection that enables us to face our biggest fears and emerge not just as survivors, but victors. Now, the core message, of course, of the verse is one of assurance that while trials are inevitable, believers are not alone, and we will be protected and preserved by God's presence. So what are the key learnings from this scripture? Well, first, our strength to endure challenges does not come from ourselves, it comes from God. Second, we won't avoid challenges, and we will feel the heat and some burn, and some discomfort, but we won't get burnt actually because God is with us. Thirdly, it's an invitation to develop strong faith and belief in God's support and intervention in all life's challenges. And fourthly, God will use challenges to refine us and develop our character.